go up on the roof and do this just in case we do screw up. A rooftop. So what we do is we imagine it's a very small rooftop, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to survive in here. And how the drill works is that your partner, your opponent, will have a knife. And you've only got this room to work with. Now the first portion of the drill is to work strictly defensive tactics, survival. What you want to do is you want to do two things. You want to avoid getting cut at all costs, okay? Obviously in the most dangerous areas, throat, neck area, subclavian, heart, wrist, radial, brachial, inner thigh, and across the Achilles tendon, step, up in the brain and all that stuff. Okay? For more details on that, anyway. So what you're looking at is you're looking to avoid that at all costs, but at the same time you're looking to avoid falling off the roof. So you don't have that much room to play with. And what we're going to do is as this drill goes on and on, Lawrence, come here a second. We're going to have a third party over here, but what he's going to do is as we're doing the drill, is he's going to keep closing off the area, closing off the area, closing off the area, pushing in the ropes, hence making the roof smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Now my goal is to survive at all costs. Now obviously because it's an overkill drill, I'm not allowed to fight back, I'm working only strictly defense. I've got to worry about falling off the roof, I've got to worry about not being able to strike at the same time. Obviously you will get cut. It's borderline impossible not to. So it's going to happen. Okay? Now what we do is we're using a wooden knife. Again, these wooden knives, they're painful. But what they do is they actually motivate you not to get hit by it. Because although they don't, you can't die from being stabbed by a wooden knife, it does hurt, it does bruise, so it does motivate you. If he swings hard and nicks my fingers, although it won't lock my fingers off, it's going to kill. It's going to hurt and bruise. Okay? So now, Lawrence steps out. I'm stepping here. His goal is to kill me. My goal is to survive. But I cannot fight back. So let's say if he swipes me and I've done this, I can trap and move off and continue the drill. But I can't, let's say he does that again, I can't, start striking him and doing stuff like that and shoving him off the roof. That comes later. Okay? So all I'm trying to do is I'm working my awareness. I'm trying not to get knocked off, not to get cut as much as possible. So drill looks something like this. Now as we're doing this, from the start, he's automatically going to start just narrowing the place down. Now, a couple of inches by a couple of inches. Obviously, don't knock off 5 feet right off the bat. Okay?
What speed do we move at?
We're moving at full speed. Okay? So we're going full speed. I don't have a mouthpiece. There's no headgear. There's no protective equipment. It's a wooden knife. I got to be extra careful. Okay? So my hands tilt in. Again, I'm adopting my defensive knife fighting posture. I want to avoid getting cut in the vital area, so I tuck my chin in a little bit, lift my shoulders, my hands come up, keep my field of vision, protect my inner thighs, keep myself in. So if I am getting cut, hopefully what happens is it's just meat, and hopefully I won't bleed to death for too long. Now in reality, you won't have all this stress. So what I'm doing is I'm creating and causing a lot more stress than I'm going to be facing in real life, in order to enhance my overkill mentality, in order for me to be able to successfully defend myself. So, God forbid a guy pulls out a knife at an Instabank, I turn around, I got my cash, I don't have to worry about falling off the roof, and he hasn't started swiping me yet. So reality will pale in comparison to the drills you're going to be doing. Okay? So I adopt my posture, he starts to go. Now again, as we're doing this, I'm again intention to action. Okay? He falls off the roof to get his knife. Pushed him off. Now as you can see, have I stepped out at all? One time? Just rear leg? Okay? As you can see, it got dramatically closer and closer as you're doing the drill. Your partner's going at it. He's trying to cut you, stab you. Anywhere he can, anyhow he can. Thing gets smaller, 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 until eventually what happens is that you're fighting from almost the space of an elevator. Okay? A really small elevator. So now I'm here. Now what do I have? I got no more footwork. Well, I do, but I don't have much. So if I'm standing here, I got no choice. This forces a different strategy. Forces a different tactic. Because I can't keep doing this now. Go. Obviously, I can't do that. I would have hit a wall. So what I have to do is, and also I can't fight back. I can't just, as he starts for a swipe, boom, nail him here, and hopefully end it. I can only parry and jam. So we go from here. So he's trying to stab me at all costs. Okay, picks up the knife. Switches hands. As you can see, I don't allow him to switch hands here. Becomes extreme close quarter. Trying to avoid getting cut. Now obviously I would have struck him a whole bunch of times. Freeze. Look where we're at. Hands shift. Tactile sensitivity. Jam right away. Can't allow him to pull that out. But I'm not aware of that, and I'm still doing this. He's hacking me here. Right? So, we take it again from the beginning.